You are listening to Practical and Woo by Mindset and Manifest. My name is Eden, and I invite you to embark on a journey with me to explore the practical and spiritual edges of the unknown for the purpose of allowing you to embody and empower yourself uniquely as you are and to intentionally create and live a life of freedom and fulfillment. Each week, I am going to discuss topics such as energetics, reality creation, manifestation, astrology, tarot, and more to help empower you to live beyond perceived limitations and to practically design your life so it feels like absolute magic every step of the way. Let's dive in. Well, hello, brilliant soul. Today we are diving into something a little philosophical, a little spiritual, and what I believe to be very potent. Let's talk about guarantees. We're taught from a young age that nothing in life is guaranteed. It's a phrase offered as comfort during times of loss and also as caution when we're dreaming big. It sounds wise, doesn't it? Like it's encouraging us to be humble, to accept change, to expect the unexpected. But today I want to seed a new idea in your mind, one that lives outside the typical parameters of the seen world. Because what if, just what if, there is such a thing as a guarantee? The guarantee of you being able to manifest, have, obtain, experience anything and everything you truly, deeply, and authentically want. What if you having your dream life is, in fact, guaranteed? What if it just doesn't live in the dimension you've been taught to measure? What if the frequency of certainty is accessible to you? And not only that, what if you were designed to plug into it? What if certainty, conviction, inevitability were not castaways of illusion or delusion, but actual energetic frequencies you could tune into with your whole entire being? Let's begin this episode's exploration with a truth that no one really questions: the notion that there are no guarantees in life. On one level, yes, there are many cases and examples where we can perceive this as true. We don't control other people, nor do we typically have guarantees in the weather, the stock market, or the outcomes of every single risk we take. And at the same time, on another level, a subtler, higher, and some might even say more powerful level, this idea deserves to be challenged. Because this narrative about guarantees can become a trap that we entangle ourselves within, a programming, belief, and subliminal cue that says, if there are no guarantees in life, then I shouldn't trust too much, leap too far, hope too loudly, or invest my full belief in something because it might not work out, because it's not guaranteed. And when that becomes your energetic set point, you start to live from a zone of contingency. You become hyper alert to disappointment. You hedge your dreams. You prepare for what might go wrong instead of programming what will go right. Because every time you rehearse disappointment, you cast your vote against your own power. If you've been a listener of Practical and Woo for some time now, then you are well aware of your creative power. As an artist of the unseen field of pure potential, ready to make manifest the physical form of your dreams, wishes, and desires. So what if the idea of a guarantee isn't in the details of creation, but in the intentional return towards your own alignment of self? What if the guarantee isn't about having this specific person love you forever or having your business succeed on your timeline, but instead an inner knowing that when you are aligned in self-belief, devotion, and clarity, your outer world must reflect that? This is your truest form of a guarantee. The knowing that if you keep honing and cultivating your inner world, then your outer world will unfold in kind. The guarantee is found wrapped in a package of self-trust and certainty. So let's talk about the idea of cultivating certainty for a moment. Allow yourself to interact with this word. Notice it. Feel it in your body. You may come to notice that certainty carries a different charge than, say, hope, and also a different weight than a word like maybe. Certainty is a full body, grounded, non-negotiable knowing. It's the calm inside of you when your heart says, "This is already mine. I don't chase it. I remember." It's a fundamental component of forming your guarantee. It's not forcing an outcome, but instead learning to presently inhabit the sure feeling and the frequency of the outcome already being true. When you keep consistent with the practice of walking in your knowing and within the manifested essence of your desired outcome, then reality has no choice but to match and materialize. It's not because you earned it. It's because you became it. That is the guarantee. I want to offer you some anchors to help you form your guarantee. Most people bypass desire or dilute it to make it feel more reasonable. And so the first step here is knowing that if you have a true and authentic desire born within you, then it's not frivolous. It's actually a compass that is leading you home to something that is meant for you. If we look at the etymology of the word desire, its root words break into something to the effect of away from the star. And to me, this means that it is our job to follow the magnetic pull towards the star we were moved away from in the first place. Let yourself want what you want without apology. Let it burn bright. Let it clarify you, because desire that is owned is direction. Another thing to consider is that every time you mentally prepare for disappointment, you wire your body for it. Instead, it's important to get into the habit of practicing living from your desired outcome. Speak from it, move from it, dress for it, envision it, feel it as real. Leaning into guarantee is not just a mindset, it's a nervous system setting. In other words, it's important to help your body practice feeling safe being so certain. Some really incredible nervous system supports are found in breath work, grounding, visualization, meditating, praying, or simply becoming aware of what feeling safe, being so certain, feels like in your body, and then practicing that feeling so it becomes natural to you. Instead of wondering, what if it doesn't work? We can learn to ask ourselves, what can I guarantee about who I will be no matter what? What can I feel certain about even before any results arrive? Because from my own experience, I know that if I stay in alignment, the outer world always catches up at some point. And if it hasn't yet, it simply means that my reality is still rearranging and still massaging the details. So for me, my guarantee isn't necessarily found in the rigidity of obtaining the outcome itself, but that if I keep practicing everything that we talk about on this podcast and in this episode, if I keep walking hand in hand with myself, then I know that the magic of my manifested desires becomes not only possible, but inevitable, guaranteed. You are not made to live in permanent hesitation. You are not made to outsource your sense of self to other people's reactions, to any algorithms or external signs. You were made to tap into the deep well of your own inner being and your own inner knowing, your certainty. There is such thing as a guarantee, and it comes not from the world around you, but instead from the resonance of your being within it. When you start to walk in that frequency, when you trust the inevitability of your inner realm matching your outer world, then you get to experience the fulfillment of the dream life you're creating. You get to live into the kind of reality where soulmates meet in divine timing, where clients or fans arrive seemingly out of nowhere, where your life responds to the declarations you once made. As you move through your day today, and every day, I'm inviting you to ask yourself, what am I willing to guarantee to myself? What energy do I choose to live in? What am I done doubting? Remember, certainty is not arrogance, it's alignment. Until next time.